All right, this is the 2025 Toronto Grand Prix, the men's 200 meter backstroke, Heat 1. We are looking at lane 4, Ben Loewen. Okay, Ben, let's watch the race and then we will get to an analysis. Love that, Ben. Okay, so let's take a look at the start here. By the looks of it, to me, you had, I think we can have a slightly higher angle on that back leg, on the back of your knee there, right? We want to be approaching something toward a right angle so that we can be in a full pushing motion. But if I remember correctly, gosh dang, do we like the look of this? Yes, we do. That's a great dive. That is an exemplary dive in the truest sense of the word. Great underwater. You know exactly where you are. I don't think you need to worry about distance on the underwater because you are hitting your stroke without a change in velocity. You are operating a stroke, 2 strokes in at the same speed you're doing underwater. And underwater from a dive is the second fastest part of any race. So you are preserving that speed and momentum while remaining legal on the exit. Looking up here, do we need to be breaking out, at 14 meters, at, 14 and a half, 15 meters like this, right? A little sketchy, right? And also, clearly it's not giving them an advantage. If you wanted to add an extra half a meter and get really comfortable with that, that'd be sweet. An extra meter could be done by you, absolutely, but there's not much to talk about there besides how good that start of a race is. Really nice stroke throughout the entire 100, or rather 200, but something I want to pay attention to a little bit, and go back and watch your full speed of the race and see if you can also see it too. Tracking your left arm through the pull as much as we can through this grain. It's almost easier to see it when we're in motion. Oh, that was a clear one. Maybe we'll go back to that. That was 2 clear strokes in a row. Can you see your hand? is it? Yeah, and there's its finish. Great, and we're coming up. Another one. Cool. All right, let's advance and take a look at our right arm. See if we can't, kind of squint our eyes and parse through these pixels a little bit. There's your hand there, that little shadow. It looks deeper on the right to me. It looks like your left slip is the wrong word, but just bear with me. It looks like it's slipping out more than your right arm is. Your right arm looks like you're really driving deep, getting a real shape to it, the deep, shallow, deep pop finish versus, and let's come up to the next. Hopefully we have some nice strokes here that are not, although that looks pretty darn good. I don't know. I leave it to you to judge. Maybe it's just me seeing things, but hard with this this quality. Unfortunately, day two's videos had to be thrown through a few more downloads and uploads and different services and different cameras. So I think overall the precise video is a little bit less than day one's videos were. Overall, really nicely done. I really like this underwater. You are not letting them breathe easy. This is great, for as strong as this 200 was, right? Right there is a great opportunity for him to make a move, especially when it's an important race, when you are maybe with guys that are closer to you. Hit that wall hard and really kill somebody coming into that final 50, right? Don't start it at the breakout, because we've seen from your initial breakout that you have an understanding of how to carry your speed through a breakout. You can do that. Not everyone can do that. So hitting this last wall here, hit it, shove it harder than maybe you're even used to. Get to a higher speed than you're used to. Kick harder. Get to that higher velocity, because you're 100% not traveling as fast here as you are on that first breakout. There's just not a high chance of that occurring, because starts underwater is always generally going to be faster than turns underwater. So basically, no matter how hard you push, no matter how fast you actually get on that final push, you are absolutely capable of maintaining that speed at the surface. That could be really, really interesting. Very, very dangerous for anybody trying to race you, trying to beat you. And, a move made sooner than a move made later often, tie goes to the guy with initiative. No one's really looking to see in backstroke if their opponents are making moves. Good finish. Get that head back a little bit more. Just to complete the thought, no one in backstroke is really in a position where they're looking at each other to see, when is somebody going, and I want to, try and beat him to the punch, or at least if I see him making a move, go for it. I hate that kind of swimming in the first place, but backstroke, you're limited. You're making sure you're focusing on where you are in the lane and looking up and stuff, and so you're not doing the thing in freestyle and butterfly and breaststroke where you're looking left or right and seeing what the guy is doing beside you. So it's nice. It's a bit more isolated of a stroke. But when it comes to those races, the freestyle, butterfly, breaststroke, guys are looking, right? The guy that's relying on looking and seeing someone else make a move often only sees the move occur after the move has had a little bit of time to show its worth, at which point he's just given up 3 strokes post the other guy making his move. Where now that guy's chugging along. Now that guy's made his move. So making a move sooner than later is always going to be advantageous. It's unlikely, no one's looking for you to make a move necessarily in backstroke, but if you can make that move earlier, it's better. Sorry for the tangent. Coming back to what I was about to say earlier, you can see how high your head is. We can almost still see the little bit of shape of your nose. There, you can see you're pretty high in the water. And your arm, it's not reaching actually fully back. It's kind of reaching a little deep. I think that's your arm there. Yeah. It's actually reaching a little deep, and yet, maybe your head, your eye socket there is actually kind of like below the surface of the water. Maybe you're just in a bit of an indent, but like nonetheless, it's still pretty high, and your arm is not as far back. Get your finishes so that you're reaching back in a near streamline position, right? You are creating a pocket for high drag to occur. So you're putting on the brakes in the last moment of the race. Don't do that. Don't give somebody else that is, with you in a tight race the opportunity to pass you in the last moment. Great swim though, dude.